I'm just gonna start right away. So we're gonna do a halfway Michigan spring PR ranking for spring 2026. Just because I think the season's pretty interesting so far in a couple different ways we go. This is gonna be not as like all encompassing as like the as like a typical like Michigan PR ranking would be, just because I'm not gonna like present all the data and it's not gonna be as cerebral, it's not gonna be as fully covered and all that. It's gonna be a bit more vibes based and just kind of based off my perception of these results, as opposed to all the panelists putting together their list and then having the average list be the ranking and all that. But yeah, I thought it'd be interesting to take a look at. So. And we're going to do it just as a tier maker template, just because I think it is a nice visual medium for this. We'll just name some of these tiers. I think number 1 contender is a fair contender. Top 5 contender could be in the race for number 1 with more results. With a better peak. With a better peak. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's about right. This will go for top 10 contender. Here we'll go with PR lock. Makes a case. Making a case for PR, but needs a couple more good results. And then we'll add one more tier here, just for my own vanity. Under consideration. And I might rename these tiers or add more tiers, whatever. So first of all, I'm gonna fill up this under consideration tier. JJ, So Good Pop. Anyone that's like realistically like been PR recently, just kind of demands a look. Alright, so I'm gonna move everyone into this tier who I think has right now like is just worth talking about basically. And then just grab like Blue Boo, Butter Kicks No, Cal. We'll talk about. Avian hasn't done like anything recently. Fair, I don't know if Fair's gonna qualify, but Fair we might as well talk about. No, yeah. Why is Dilster and Lucina on this? Isn't Dilster already up here? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, Dilster is Lucina on this for some reason, but whatever. This list it might be a little outdated. Where did Dilster go? Oh, there he is. I need to find Rydra. Where's Rydra? Rydra is in here somewhere. I thought Rydra would be here, but he's not. Did I not import Rydra? I thought I did. Night. Oh, he's in here twice for some reason. Okay. Why is he... Whatever. I don't even know if Ryder's probably not going to qualify. This probably isn't even like worth it, but... Anyone else is like... I'm trying to like remember what the last PR was. What even was the last PR? I should probably grab Spectre, too. Okay, got it. Oh, Frostbite. Is Frostbite... I already have Frostbite and then Aster. And then Druish, I didn't grab him also. Druish. There he is. Let's go Druish. Grab Aster. Where's Aster? Do I not have an Aster in this collection? I don't think so. Where's Spectre? Here's Spectre. Spectre goes all the way up. And then there's... Yeah, I don't... So, Aaron is, like, someone that, like, I want to talk about, just because he's not really seasoned. But I don't think he's in this tier list. No, he's not. Oh, that's unfortunate. And then there was... Aster, too. Well, I don't see... Aster's not also in here, so... For the sake of just ease, let me just grab a random Luigi and a random Greninja. We're going to grab a Dormoblade, and we're just going to pretend that's Aster, and then... Greninja, fuck. Or sorry, Luigi. Alright, there's some Luigis. We're going to grab this as God and pretend that it's Aaron beat Aaron, because it might as well be, because this God DQs out of literally every tournament he goes to. And I think this is kind of it for everyone that I think is under consideration right now. Maybe like, I need to grab Defoe's here. Yeah, I think everyone should be here. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about J-Jaw first. Unfortunately, I need to put like an attendance one in here because that's to me so many of these people. Editor below here. Fuck, no. God, now I have to like redo the coloring so I don't get mad at myself. Really good results, but I don't think we'll qualify. I don't think we'll qualify for PR. For PR. And then this one, attendance how? Okay. Alright, so Jaja, I think just off rip is going to go here, but I'm going to take a closer look at it. Because he won LTU, and that's like all I know that he did. Which, if you guys don't know, there's 3 Michigan Regionals happen this season where LTU, Get Cooked, and Gear 5. Gear 5 being the most important, LTU being the least important of those 3. So, just at least relative to each other. Michigan, and there's like a lot of like ranked, decent amount of ranked events that Michigan players have also gone to, which we'll also take a look at. I'm not going to be getting into locals too much because locals don't influence the overall ranking too much. But yeah, in Jaja's case, he's only gone to 4 events this season. Only 3 of them were Michigan, and this one isn't even a Michigan PR event because there's only 15 people here. So I'm very confident that Jaja's not going to qualify. His results are weird though, because he won LTU pretty convincingly over Echofire. We'll get into later, and then he kind of just did bad and Get Cooked. I mean, he picked up Boku and Zuri wins, which are good, but and then he lost to Toast and Mudes here. Yeah, this regional run was not that great for him. His best win here was Rose, I guess. His results are weird. I think he's in the right spot. I don't think he'd be a #1 contender based on like, well, he would be like a top 5 contender for sure. But if he were to be eligible, but I don't think he would get ranked #1 based off his current results. Because there are other people who have won regionals or have like similarly impressive results that we're going to talk about. Boku. I think Boku is making a case for PR, but needs a couple more good results. That's why I see where I see Boku is right now. But we'll get into it. We can just go here to Boku. That's convenient. Boku, yeah. See, he's gonna qualify because he's gone like 5 events this season, and if he goes to 1 more, he'll qualify, which I'm not worried about. He didn't do great at Get Cooked. He lost to Aster, who's been doing good this season, and then he lost to Jaja on losers after Jaja got upset by G-Man. And then at Gear 5, he had a really good performance, beating 3 like high-end invaders in Loafer, Monum, and BB Beans. And also getting top 8. And again, this is Michigan's most important event this season, so that matters a lot. But it's 1 top 8 and then a 25th. And it's really just 3 wins that he got there. And so he's like making a case for PR, but needs a couple more good results. I think that's where he's like, I don't consider him a lock at all right now. So Good Pop. I think So Good Pop is like, I think he just kind of stays here, if I'm being honest. I don't think he's gone to like anything this season. Actually no, he went to Bronco 50 and then he went to Pressure Point. At least off the top of my head. Yeah, Pressure Point is going to go down as like a notable event for PR, but he beat Dreamless here. Dreamless is a good player. beat Atmay. Like, he got some decent wins here. Beat Jutter. Yeah, he got some decent wins here. And then he did get a level up. Oh, he did get a level up expo too. I'm like looking at this. Yeah, that's a good result for him. He's weird. I didn't think I would be that high in a season. He beat Spectre at Bronco League 50. Man, he's had a really weird season. Because he hasn't gone to like any of the Michigan regionals or like any regionals in general, but he's gone to like 2 notable events and had a good level up expo performance. And he even did good at this free local. Well, he's had a weird season. I don't know how I would evaluate this. That's weird. He probably goes next to Boku, honestly. Again, I don't consider that season, I don't consider it good enough right now where, like, yeah, I'm, like, all in on So Good Pop making PR, but I'm feeling better about So Good Pop making PR than I have in a while for him. He hasn't made PR in, I think, at least a year now. Arcdy is going to go into #1 contender tier, which right off the bat. His clutch-up performance alone is just going to be good enough for that. I talk about clutch-up a lot lately because it had a lot of to-dos with the Chicago players that were invading Gear 5. But the biggest winner from clutch-up was actually Arcdy, who got second at that event and beat a lot of good players. Yeah, he got second there. Beat Mona, beat CRB, beat Eclipse, beat Atada, beat Mistral. And then did good at Get Cooked, beating Poison Jam, Blue Boot, Dilster. So, like, he's had a good season for sure. This Kagaribi, I think, is fine. I wish he did better at Kagaribi, not just from, like, a results standpoint, but just because I would have liked to see him do well. But I think he's #1 contender just off Clutch Up alone, because Clutch Up is that important an event. Clutch Up is a more important event than Tier 5, for that context. So I think that puts him #1 contender just off that. Nad, I feel like Nad has not gone. I don't know where Nad is right now because I felt really good about him last season, but I feel like he's been doing worse overall this season. Okay, yeah, he didn't go to Gear 5, but he got 4th at LTU. Beat Rob and Frostbite, which are 2 pretty important wins. Beat Ushio. Beat Aaron. Beat Ushio again. Oh, Ushio lost to 2 Marios here. That's kind of sad. Yeah, it's a 4th and a 13th with some decent wins. Again, I don't feel as good about him. Like, I don't feel as good about him. I think he's making a case, but I think he needs a couple good results for really like, oh yeah, hell yeah. Poison Jam. Again, I feel like Poison Jam's just not gone to anything this season. Like, he was at Get Cooked, but he wasn't at Gear 5. I don't think he was, I think he was at LTU. I think he got he had 9 for top 8 there. He got 7th to LTU. He beat Zuri and Cali, which being I should put Cali on this list when I get the chance. And then he got 9th at Get Cooked, beating Nad. It's a decent season so far. His peaks aren't as good as like Boku or Nad, or even SGP, but he's right there with him. Like, if you have a regional top 8, you're gonna have a case. Like, and I do need to add Cali to this list, which I don't think Cali's in this tier maker, because this tier maker was before he existed, before he spawned from the Ether. So we're just gonna take Bri, and we're just gonna pretend that's Cali. Echo Fire. This is gonna sound kind of crazy, but Echo Fire is going all the way up there in #1 contender, and I'll tell you why in a second. And I forgot he fucking changed his. You know what? He's not making PR now. I decided. Amane Kanata, whatever the fuck his new tag is. Yeah, this shit. Hi Alexa, good to see you. Hope you're doing alright. Yeah, so he got second at Gear 5, second at LTU, fifth at this Invitational, and then he kind of underperformed here, Get Cooked. And then he got fourth at Bronco Weekly. So that's a lot of good results. And again, 2 second places at 2 different regionals is pretty dang good. Yeah, he's been really good lately. Like, the second at Gear 5 is super important too. Like, really good wins on 1 Power, Beans, Suspect, and Rob. And he beat Rob at another event this season. At this event, he beat Aaron, he beat Cal, he beat Suspect. Yeah, Echo Fire easily goes in #1 contender. He hasn't won anything, but my mouse is freaking out right now, and that's awesome and cool. Yeah, he hasn't won anything, but like when you get second twice and your competition is Arcty and the only other person that's won a regional this season, because Michigan didn't win Gear 5, Itata did. And so the only other Michigan person that's won a regional this season besides J-Jaw is a Suspect, and we'll talk about Suspect in a second when we get to him. So this might end up being a weird season where like someone who didn't win a Michigan regional is gonna be might be #1, because Suspect might not be #1 at the end of the season. He might have the best case right now because I think his results are too good. When we get to Adam, mouse, please work. Dude, are we serious right now? Okay, we're going back to listen to my mouse side to be reasonable. Okay. But yeah. Dice. I think Dice goes in. I know a lot of people are going to have Dice as a #1 contender, as he usually is, but that's not where I'm at with Dice right now. I think he's a top 5 contender, and he needs a bit more to be a #1 contender. And I'll explain why in a second when we get to his results. Because I've thought about this a little bit beforehand. Because I talked to like the PR panel and stuff about some of the stuff. But yeah, my issue with Dice's results is that he didn't go to LTU. He did not go to LTU. He didn't go to Gear 5, and then he went to Get Cooked, and he got 7th, which is a good replacement. But if your best placement at a regional for the season is 7th place, that's not good enough, right, to be #1. It's good enough to like BPR, whatever. He went to Almost Heaven, underperformed here. This bracket setup was whack as hell though. I don't think that this one is like low key really fake. And then he did good at this Invitational, beating Grizzhawk and Super. Get Cooked, he beat Dilster and Cali. It's not like he's doing good at these events, but it's not like full on Dice. It's not full on Dice time, right? And then he wins 2 notable events here. And Pressure Point and Bronco 50 aren't gonna go down as regionals. It's like the point I'm gonna get across here. So him winning these isn't as big of a deal as it might sound like. And I know it's a fine line between a notable event and a regional, but it's a line that really matters. But again, like the wins here at Bronco 50 especially, the wins at Pressure Point are less impressive because it's so good pop and Dreamless and Adme. But here it's like Defoe twice, Blue Boo, Echo Fire, who's we just talked about, Echo Fire twice, Aster, Callie. Like that's like 6 like good wins there. But yeah, it's just like the fact that he maybe, and you can call me biased because I'm the one that ran Gear 5, but the fact that he didn't go to Gear 5 is and probably just gonna hold him back ultimately. Like he needs to go to like Rutan Rumble later this season and like win that, and for me to be like, yeah, Dice can be number 1. Like, but that's not where I'm at with Dice right now. He'll be top 5 probably, but I don't think he'll be number 1. Defoe. I think Defoe's also just the definition of this tier. Like he's got good results, but I was so sad. Me and you too, girl. Like, oh my gosh. Dude, the fact that... Dude, why was Pressure Point... This is what pissing me off. Pressure Point was in August last year. August, right? Like 3 months from now, August. And then this year, in 2026, they moved it up to May. Like, why did they do that? Like, why? Like, why did they move it up 3 months? Like, I didn't... Like, okay, when I scheduled Gear 5, I didn't even consider the possibility that I would be conflicting with Pressure Point. Because Pressure Point was in August last year. It's like, why would I even think about that? But yeah, no, I mean, also like if Dice just wanted to go to Pressure Point and farm free money or whatever, power to him because you know you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, Defoe's like a definition of this tier. Like he's got good results, he just doesn't go to enough to qualify. He's probably just not going to be able to qualify. He's just not going to go to enough to qualify. Like he's literally he's gone to 2 events. He went to Gear 5 and he went to Bronco 50. And you know he lives pretty close to, like those both events are in his sub-region, so he really had no excuse to not go to those events. Yeah, Gear 5 he did good. He beat Boku, he beat Layla, he beat Blue Boo. Elno win is like decent because Elno beat Hawk at the event. Like this result is really good. And then at Bronco 50, he beat Blue Boo, he beat Dice, he beat SGP, and got second there. So like 2 really good results, and he would probably be locked in. Like I don't know, it's hard to say top 10 because it's literally only 2 results, and only one of them is a regional. Like if Bronco 50 was a regional, like Zach would be like a top 4-ish contender, like realistically. But that would also be also saying that like Dice would also be a number 1 contender at that point. But so it's just kind of point. So those hypotheticals get kind of weird when you start doing that. But as it stands right now, Defoe I think is would be a top 10 contender if I thought he was going to qualify, but I don't think he's going to qualify for VR. So next up we have Zeri. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think Zeri's done that much this season. Yeah, they were a good cooked in LT. They exclusively go to regionals now. Yeah, Zeri has a Calvin, but yeah, I think Zeri's just gonna stay in this tier. Rob is going to go up here to top 5 contender, could be in the race for number 1 for better peak, and that's where I feel about Rob. Rob has really good consistency right now, and we'll get to it in a second. But literally has gotten third. He got third at Gear 5. He got third at Good Cook, and he got third at LTU. And then this third at CEC Madness is a bunch of nothing, honestly. But the fact that he got third at all 3 Michigan regionals is really impressive consistency. Now third is typically what I consider to be a really good peak for a player. But when you're talking about a player who probably wants to be number 1 or shooting for the number 1 spot, you need to get first or second at some point. Like first is like preferable. Okay, I know that sounds kind of dumb, but if you want to be number one, you have to fucking win something. That's where I'm at with these people at the end of the day. And I'll commend Rob's really good consistency, but I don't think he's number one contender right now. I think he's number. If I would make the list right now, I would put him number 4. But I don't know, I think someone could argue that like his 3 thirds are better than Echo Fire's 2 seconds and a 7th, because like based on the aggregate there, that's just kind of how that math would work out. But I think that's kind of a silly way of doing it. If you're interested in philosophy, I'm a really big peaks. I really value peaks, and if someone has 2 seconds, like I'm gonna take that over 3 thirds if I'm being honest. But yeah, he beat Callie, he beat Avian, he beat Nad. Oh, Avian did go something. Maybe he is worth talking about. And then Get Cooked. He beat Fair, he beat Aster, he beat Blue, beat Arcty, so did really good there. And Gear 5, he beat Loafer, 1 Power. Yeah, he really good for his wins in like all these events. He's like firmly above Dice 3 right now. Like that's really impressive result. Those are really impressive results. I'm gonna grab Avian really quick and put him on this list because I'll just talk about him. Symphonies. I feel like Symphonies has just not gone to anything. Yeah, he has literally not gone to anything. He's not worth talking about. Well, I'm just thinking about this list actually. I need to grab Copal too, because Copal is worth, and Frostbite, they're both worth talking about. Okay, Frostbite. And where's Copal? Copal not in here? Oh, okay. Here's Copal. Alright, Adam, I talked about it earlier, but mouse, please, thank you. I talked about it earlier, but Adam is a number 1 contender for me right now. Just like just the pure fact that he won a regional this season, like automatically puts him in number 1 contention. And then also just the fact that he hasn't really done bad outside of that. Now, I think he's gone to less overall than Echo Fire. I think he's gone to about the same as Arcty. Arcty just hasn't been super competing this season so far. But yeah, Get Cooked, he won, which is, awesome. He beat Zuri, Dice, Arcty, and Anthony twice. Really good wins, obviously. He got 4th at this Invitational, beating Dice again, Echo Fire, and Druish. He got 5th at Bronco 50, beating Aster. And then he got 5th at Gear 5, beating Monum and Aaron. So, like, overall, like, really good results. It's just, like, I was there for that. I wish I was stuck around for the Get Cooked win by Adam, because I was at that event, and then I left early because I was really tired because I didn't sleep at all that day. And I was just like, Adam, my man, good luck. I hope you win. I gotta go home and go to sleep though. And he's like, Parker, I understand. I got you. So, and Adam won the event because he's that guy. Yeah. Hard to say where if I would put Adam above him because he has more. On paper, he has more than Arcty, but Echofire might have more wins overall. That's tough because like Adam won something, and that matters so much. Echofire hasn't won anything, but Echofire has 2 seconds, like, and the second was like Gear 5, and it's tough. Get to the Clip is also a pretty good event, pretty big event though. Not as big as Gears 5, mind you, but still a big event. Yeah, that's tough. I think as of right now, I think this is kind of where I'm at. Like, it's not a clear-cut number one. I think Adam is, like, the furthest thing from a clear-cut number one right now. Like, I think you could argue either of these three for number one and make a good case. But I would personally lean towards Suspect right now. Because, like, he hasn't done enough wrong outside of his regional win to, like, make me think that he shouldn't have it. Like, oh man, he got 5th at Gear 5. Like, oh no. Like, he still won. It's still a good result at the end of the day. Anthony, and again, like, this might be a take that some people disagree with, but I don't think Anthony is in contention for number one right now. And I will, I'll grab his little picture in a second. We'll just do this right now. Anthony has a really good peak. He got 2nd at Good Cooked, as we'll get into in a second. But he hasn't done anything outside of that. It's like my main issue with Anthony. He has so he has 2 results. He has this at Get Cooked, where he beat a lot of players at Kalimba, Echofire, Rob twice, and Adam. And then he had this EC Madness where he beat Copel and Sense and Varun, which is like all good wins. Like 2 good results, but 2 results that together, like, are they any more impressive than Rob's results? Than Dice? Maybe they're already. I think he's better than Dice right now, if I'm being honest. But when I'm not putting him above like Arcty or Echofire or Suspect. Maybe Arcty's like down here actually, because I think that's like. I don't know, maybe I'm just like putting too much stock in what is literally just one event for Arcty. Well, it's not just one event, it's 2 events, and it's like, no, Arcty's still fine here. This is fine. I just kind of wish Arcty went to like a little bit more or less. Next up, Blue Boo. Blue Boo is someone that I don't know where. I actually don't know where I put Blue Boo right now. I'm gonna look it up. He has 3 events. He got 5th at Good Cooked, beating Nad, Cal, Dice. Good wins. 3rd here, beating Spectre, Drew, Suspect. Again, good wins. And then beat Ferrari, Eclipse, and Cal. All good wins again. He's top 8. I think he's top 10 contender. I don't think he's in the race for like top 5 or anything right now. And this shit fucked up again. I hate this so much. Tier Maker. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. 'Cause I would put Blue Boo above Defoe right now, probably. But I don't know. It's kind of, this is kind of weird. Maybe I should like put it like this. Maybe that makes more sense. And then put this like head color. Cal. I feel like Cal is better. I feel like Cal's results have been good, not great. Yeah. Yeah, ninth, seventh, ninth. Yeah, that's what I expect from Cal. Beat Fair, that's a good win. Beat Cali, that's probably his best win here. And then beat Brari as his best win here. Yeah, I don't know. Like, he has more. I don't know. It's like his top 8 was also at a notable event, not a regional. He's probably just in this group somewhere, making a case for PR, but needs a couple more results. That's where he is right now. Fair. Again, I just don't know. I just don't know enough about Fair right now. I feel like he barely went anything before he moved back to Kentucky. Even then, I feel like the one thing he did go to, which was get cooked. I don't remember him doing that well there. Yeah, Kuhn did get cooked, got 13th. Yeah, he's not gonna make it. We're just gonna put him in. Let's put him in Denzel. That's kind of where Fair is, because he could get like rack up results in Kentucky theoretically. We're also gonna make this that color. And boop. Delster. Yeah, he has literally one result, which was get cooked, but that result was pretty good. He got 5th. Beating Jaja, Spectre, Echofire, Aster, like that's a lot of good wins. And I think I don't, and he hasn't qualified for PR yet. He's only gone to 2 events. It's weird to say Dilster's in attendance, Hal. But that's just where he is, because he's only on the 2 events. He only has 2 events right now, and he needs to go to 4 more things by the end of the season. And I don't even know where I put him. Like, he's probably a lock for. He would probably be, if I felt good about his attendance, I would probably put him in PR lock. Just because, like, a 5th regional and you beat Jaja there, like, you're probably safe at that point. But the attendance is, like, holding him back. Yeah, that's fair. Ryder again. Another person who's probably just gonna be in attendance out, because I don't remember them going to enough stuff. Yeah, they only went to 1 event. Didn't even do that great at it. Yeah, Rydra firmly goes here. He has like a way worse case than either of these 2 people, but Druish has like 2 results, but he's probably just a lock at this point. Jurish top 5. He's done good at his limited events. I just don't think he doesn't have like the same like results as like the top 5 people have. But he's done good for sure. Fortunately, did not do great at this event, but got top 8 here. Unfortunately, didn't beat anyone super notable. I think Nick was best win here, or arguably Ultra, but. And then here at Gear 5, this was like arguably a break, like this was like arguably one of his best events maybe ever for him. Beating Radacious, beating Espers, beating Aaron, beating Boku, beating Defoe, like a lot of just really good wins here. He's just safely a lock with these results. Like I think 4th in regionals, like at the point where you're probably gonna make PR. You're probably fine at that point. And like under the context of the season, like Defoe and Boku are doing really good right now, and then Radacious is like a really good win. So I think he's safe. Granted, he qualifies, and I think he will because he has 4 events right now. So I'm not super concerned about it. We'll see, I guess, but yeah, we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, I think he's a lock. I don't know if I put him in top 10 contender, because it's literally just one result that's kind of pulling his weight. But Spectre, I feel like Spectre is just kind of not doing that much right now. Then we'll talk about, Spectre got 13th at this event, did not do great at CC Madness, got a 17th, and then got 9th at LTU. He beat Zuri. That might just be his best win overall. Yeah. Beat Aaron. Yeah, he's just he's kind of just with Zuri right now. Zuri has arguably better results. And then this is Aster. It's just funny that we were Aster, Aaron, Callie. I feel like Aster has done better than maybe some people maybe I'm remembering, but I also don't know. He did So Flame at Gear 5. He did do So Flame at Gear 5, I agree. Oh yeah, he's gone up to enough to qualify too. That's cool. Actually, no wait. 1, 2, 3. He's done good. These are good results too. This is tough. These are good results, but it's tough because he's only gone to 3 Michigan PR events. But he's in Chicago right now, so I don't think he's going to qualify. I think Aster goes here, but I think his results are good. I feel like he's probably there right now. Aaron. Wait, man. God, this guy goes way too many events, dude. Got 9th at LTU. Springy was probably his best win there. Underperformed to Get Cooked. That's unfortunate. Did good at Bronco 50. His best win there was probably AP, I guess. And then Gear 5 was a standout event for him, beating Radacious and Cal. So it's really kind of just one event doing heavy lifting for him. as of right now. Yeah, he's up here for sure. Cause I think that Gear 5 event is kind of good enough on his own to put him up here. But he's probably at the bottom of this tier right now. And then we have Callie. I feel like Callie has not done that great this season, which is unfortunate. Year 5, he underperformed. Bronco 50, he underperformed. Get Cooked, he did really good at. Didn't beat any... CK was probably his best win there. Clutch Up, he did okay at. And then LTU was his best event where he beat Spectre. Like, he got a regional top 8. He'll be under consideration. But on paper, I think he's at the bottom list here. And then we have Avian, who I think is just going to go in attendance hell. Yeah, he's going to 2 events this season. This was a really good result, beating Frostbite there. This was a decent event for him, beating Az and Nimble. He just very obviously goes to attendance hall. He needs to go to way more steps to qualify. As of right now, he's probably above Fair and Hydra though. Frostbite. Frostbite's had a super interesting season. Because LTU, he got 5th at, beating Aaron, Ushio, and Poison Ram. CC Madness is his best event of the season. He beat a lot of really good players here. DJ Don, Regaldo, Lammers, Marius Bars, like a lot of really good wins there. And did good at this event too. And he's probably going to qualify for PR based on what I'm looking at. Yeah, I think I'm pretty confident he's qualified based on what I'm looking at. He needs one more Michigan PR than I'm looking at. But I think he's a PR lock. But, like, I don't know if... I think... dude, the CC Madness result is so good, though. I think he's a top 10 contender. I think that's where he goes. Like, that CC Madness is just really good. Yeah, I feel comfortable with that. Arguably above Blue Blue, in all honesty. And even have Copal. He's weird. He's only gone to one Michigan event this season, and then he got 4th at this regional, beating Udays. Like, that's crazy. He just has to go in attendance hell. No, he would realistically go up here if, like, I don't know. It's like it's strange because J. John is like, I don't know, it's weird, but like he wouldn't make PR if he qualified. Just based off that fourth place at that was regional beating me days, right? And after I'm looking at this a bit more, let me double check Nad really quick. Just make sure that I might move him up to PR lock. Yeah, he's probably a lock. Yeah, he's a lock. I think. I think that doesn't make it. So yeah, he goes behind Rich though. Is there anyone else here that's like worth talking about? Is like to like Trisket done anything that's like worth mentioning? No, not really. Yeah, he's like in there. Yeah, I feel good about this list. Yeah, I'm feeling happy with this. I'm gonna, yeah, pretty good snapshot of where I think the season's at right now. It's hard to say like where the season goes from here because Michigan has like nothing for us this season. Like maybe Nightfall reaches regional status. We'll see. I've seen barely any advertising for that event at all. Other than that, Roottown Rumble in Ohio will probably be the last like big chance for Michigan players to get good results at the end of the season. Otherwise, like I don't think things are going to change that much. Like, because it just isn't that much. Because Indiana doesn't really have anything this season. Like they have Wild Clash. Feels like the first weekend of August, but that's August. That's the season, right? And Chicago doesn't really have anything either. So I think like it's a halfway point. I think things aren't gonna change that much. Like unless like some players like go to majors and stuff. Like ArcD will pile up some results at like some majors for the season. Maybe he'll end up being number one. As of right now, I think I would give it to Suspect just because he's won in the regional. He's done good enough otherwise. Echofire yeah, while he does have 2 seconds, and I might sound like I'm contradicting myself earlier. Yeah, he has 2 seconds. It's tough. I think you could argue Fire, and then you have Arcty who has the second to clutch up, which individually is like the best result that any Michigan player has gotten this season. But it's literally, and then he also has a 4 for the regional, so he's done good this season. Overall, it's hard to like say that he should be above Echo Fire and Suspect right now. And then Rob, if Rob wins, if Rob goes to Rutan Rumble and wins that tournament, put him number 1. That's just where I'd be out of him. Anthony needs Anthony could be number 1 too. If he wins Rutan Rumble, the same deal with Dice. I don't think the race is completely over. Any of these 6 could be number 1 by the end of the season. I feel the best about Suspect right now, but we'll see how that goes. I'm pretty confident Frostbite and Blue Blue will be top 10. I think Frostbite literally only needs to go to one more thing, and I'm not concerned about Blue Blue. So J-Jaw is in Oregon right now. I don't think he'll qualify. Copel, he needs to go to he needs to go 3 more things to qualify, and it's tough for him right now. And Defoe has barely gone anything either. Druish and Nat, I feel good about making PR. Everyone else, it's well, if things don't really change for it, if things kind of stay stagnant for the rest of the season, which is a possibility, then Boku probably makes PR. So SGP might make PR. Poison Man might make PR. If Stillsteer or Avian get their attendance up, they can make PR. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, I think I'm gonna cut the stream though. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next stream of whatever I do. So, see ya.